Hey guys, Biz here, time to find out what's going on finally in the MPL, the Major Pokemon League. If you guys don't know what that is, click the link in the description because you can go to our channel and our layout for the spreadsheets of how this league works. But this is our competitive Pokemon League, and it's been quite a while since we managed to be able to put up a video for this, and that's simply because I've just been ridiculously busy with all the things and stuff that are happening. This battle is our week 13 battle. This is actually week 15 right now. This is I'm trying to get this up on Saturday. We're gonna hope that this is gonna go up. Well, week 15 will be up when it's supposed to be, so that's good. I'm gonna double record week 13 and week 14. I had to post commentate them because I didn't have time to live record them, but I got the battles done. That's what's the important part. But anyway, so this was a battle that I had to do really on the fly because I had to do this battle before I went up to Comic-Con in San Diego. So if you guys follow me on Twitter, which you should, because you should click that link down in the description to follow me there so you can know what's up, you guys would know that I went to Comic-Con and it was a load of fun. You would have seen all those billions of pictures that I posted of all the cool people that I got to meet and all the cool things that I got to see. So that was fun. I had to do this right before we left, so I kind of had to build this team really quickly and then get our battle done against Anthony, who is a member of the Turtle Nation, who is the co-coach of the San Francisco, the Cincinatti Charizards. So go ahead and click the link in the description as well. Just click all the links in the description. They'll go to all the kinds of things. His channel link is in there, so please go and check that out if you haven't seen his side of the battle already, which you probably did because he actually got it up on time, and I'm sorry. But anyway, so again, this is a post-commentate because I had to just barely get this done. So his team is a really kind of bulky team, and I don't like that because that means I have to try and break through somehow. So as you can see, I'm bringing some power to my team. We have our Assault Vested Slowking. I EV'd this to make sure that I could live 2 Thunderbolts from a timid Life Orb Jolteon. And then I smacked on a little special move, which you guys will see in the video, that is going to hopefully catch Anthony off guard. And we have our Stealth Rocking, Physically Defensive Diancie. We have our choice, this was a Choice Scarfed Glade we had going on there in order to, oh no, I'm sorry, this is Choice Banded Glade. This is our Choice Banded Glade. This has been a while, guys. I had to try to remember. This is our Choice Banded Glade because we have he has Mega Glade, as you can see on his side of the field. So we have the Mega version versus the regular version. So we're going to see how that's going to work out. Alright, and then we have our Mega T-Tar coming on in here. We needed that power, so we got our D-Dance and T-Tar set ready to go. We have a Choice Specs Roserade. So this is the first time that I brought this. I don't know, I felt, let's smack a Choice Specs on it, why not? And we have our Choice Scarfed Staraptor. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit that play button and see how this is going to work out. And see, we need to win because our hopes for the playoffs are dwindling, so we need the victory here. So I lead off with the Slowking, figuring that I can, it's a pretty decent lead at whatever he wants to lead out with because I can do some damage to things. So he leads out with his Glade. I'm like, alright, I'm going to go for the Scald, maybe I can get a burn, because that would completely cripple this Mega Glade. But of course he's going to switch out and go straight into the Amoonguss, which I should have predicted at all. There was some time I made some predictions in this game, and then there was times when I just literally had a brain fart. So you guys will see. The Scald literally does nothing. And then I stay in, predicting him to predict me to switch. So he goes for the Spore, I believe. That's what I do. I do get the burn, so that's nice. I get some nice residual damage off on the Amoonguss. So yes, I do stay in. He goes for the Spore. So I'm able to burn a turn of sleep right now, because I was like, I think he's going to predict me to stay or to switch out, and he's going to want to get Spore off. So I'm like, you know what? Let's go in. Let's stay in. I was going for the Psyshock. I know I could take a Giga Drain from this thing, so even if it did want a Giga Drain, I would live it no problem, and I would get a Psyshock off, which would do some decent damage to it. He's going to switch on out into his Jolteon because my Slowking is nice and sleeping. So I burned 2 turns of sleep now. So now I have to pray and hope that I don't get a 3-turn sleep, because I'm going to stay in right now. As I said, I can live 2 Thunderbolts if he's timid, but as you can see, that does over half, which means that this thing is modest. So this is a modest Jolteon. I wake up and I have Earthquake on this Slowking, and I packed on that specifically for the Jolteon. So I do a huge chunk of damage to the Jolteon. I switch the heck out of there because I want to get my Regenerator off. And I go into Mega Tyranitar because I'm going to get the stand up, and I'm thinking that I can do some damage, or I can take a hit because we have the stand up, but this is not my bulky HP one. This is full attack, full speed, and as you can see, that does a butt ton of damage. So coupled with buffeting of the sand and the Life Orb damage, I know that this Jolteon is going to die this turn, so I decide to Mega Evolve, and I go for the Dragon Dance just because I know it's going to die Figure I get a free D-Dance off, but then I remember that he has got his Azumarill in the background, so this D-Dance right here that I do is really going to do it. I completely wasted Mega Tyranitar here. I completely wasted him. There's nothing that I mean, I guess, I don't know what it could have switched into, but he switches into his Azumarill, and guess what? Aqua Jet, and I'm dead, no problemo. This one I wasn't sure right now if this Azumarill is going to be Choice Banded or not, because I don't know. Anthony and Chris run a different Azumarill for each time. They may run Choice Banded, they may run the Belly Drum set. They even run Sap Sipper, which is why I was scared to go for a Leaf type move here, and I went for the Sludge Bomb instead. But he switches out, making me think that he may be Choice Banded. I go for the Sludge Bomb, he goes into his Heatran, he takes that no problem, and I have to switch out because I'm Specs. So I'm choiced, and I gotta get the heck out of there. He goes into his Heatran. I believe he sets up the rocks right now as I go into my Slowking to take the possible Lava Plume. But yeah, he just sets up the rock. I'm like, okay, fair enough. I unfortunately did not bring my Defogger or Spinner this battle, so these rocks are here to stay. Sandstorm is going to subside, and now he goes for the Toxic. And I don't know what in my mind I was thinking. I have no idea why I did not go for the Earthquake. I thought he might switch out or something. But if I had gone for the Earthquake, that would have done a ton of damage. I don't know if it would have OHKO'd, but it would have done a huge more chunk than that did to his Heatran. And that was 100% my misplay right there. He did the Scald, and as I see by the amount of damage, this is a full bulky, specially defensive Heatran, so that's that. And he goes back into his Amoonguss, and now I go for the Earthquake, just in case. I think that he may stay in, but I don't know why he would. There's literally no reason why he would. So I go for the Earthquake. It does like 2 HP of damage to the Amoonguss. So we're having this Regenerator battle off with their Amoonguss and Slowking here. We both have an advantage on each other, but I have the significantly higher advantage. I stay in as he goes for the Sludge Bomb, because I was predicting him again to switch as I go for the Psyshock. It's going to do a huge chunk of damage to the Amoonguss. After the Black Sludge and Burn, he's going to have a very slim amount of HP left, and so I know for a fact that he is going to switch his Amoonguss out. And now I believe, what does he switch into? What does he switch? He switches in, I switch into my, I don't remember, my Roserade, predicting him to switch possibly into the Azumarill or something, but he actually stays in and goes for the Giga Drain. I thought for sure he was going to switch, but either way, it's fine. I switched in and made the good switch. Goes for the Giga Drain, does like 2 HP of damage. But that actually 2 HP of damage may or may not have saved him right here because he gets the Black Sludge. The Burn is going to do a little bit of hell. He's going to do a little sliver, so I know he's going to switch. So I'm figuring right now he's going to switch into his Heatran because he knows that my Roserade can't touch Heatran. So I pull the double, switch out into the Glade as he does, in fact, switch out. I'm like, I'm waiting, wait, switch. Yes, he does switch. He switches into the Heatran. I'm like, yes, I make the prediction. But guess what I do? I completely like, oh, look at all this momentum I have right here. You see this? See this? Oh yeah, that's right, he has a Dusknoir. I don't care, I'm going to go for a close combat. And so he switches into the Dusknoir. You see this momentum I have right here? This momentum? I go, I don't fucking need that, and throw it over there! And as you can see, he frisks, sees my Choice Band. I go for the close combat, so he knows for a fact that I am not going to stay in, because I have switched, I'm choiced. There's nothing I can do. I go on Diancie as he goes for the Will-O-Wisp, which doesn't really matter on Diancie, but it means Diamond Storm's not doing anything. So I go into Diancie. Here's now is when I can get my rocks up. So I go for the Stealth Rocks on my turn. I wish I would have gotten them up a little bit sooner. I guess had I started out led with Diancie, might have been a little bit better because I don't think he would stay in with this Glade because I could hit with a super effective Moonblast. I don't think he could OHKO me. Glade could still move? No. He goes into his Azumarill, and I go for the Stealth Rock. And so I ran the damage count, and I'm like, alright, I'm going to find out right here and now if this thing's Choice Banded. Because I live anything from this Azumarill except for a Choice Banded Waterfall. Choice Banded Waterfall will do basically the amount of HP that I have right now. So he goes for the Waterfall. I'm going to find out right now if this thing is Choice Banded or not. And it kills me. And so I know, alright, this Azumarill is Choice Banded. Good information. No, I think I went for the Heal Bell or something. No, I don't think I would. I think I just went for Moonblast to go for damage. Oh no, I did go for the Heal Bell because the Slowking was toxic. That's right. So I go into there, and I know that I can take one hit from this Azumarill, even though I'm not defensive, but just because it's resisted and it's a Slowking. So once again, he goes into his Amoonguss. As I go for the Scald, seeing if he wanted to stay in, maybe I can get the burn. But again, I don't predict this Amoonguss to come in. I do good predictions with the Amoonguss in here against me. I just don't seem to predict it when it comes in. So as you can see right now, I predict him to go for the Giga Drain. So I go into my Roserade right after he gets some burn damage, because I know he wants to get that HP back. I know he does, because he can't do anything without it. So I go into my Roserade to take the Giga Drain, and it's going to do like 2 HP of damage or something. Let's see, how much does it do? It's quad resisted. Oh, it does 9. It actually does way more than I thought. So it's able to get some HP back, and again, it's going to just barely hang on with the sliver of its teeth, its health, and are going to unfortunately not be able to pick up the kill here. I just go for the double switch once again. I actually go into my Staraptor this time, predicting him to go out into the Gallade, or the Heatran. I don't know why I didn't go into my Gallade. I guess because I figured that he was going to switch out his Heatran. So this is where I thought for sure he was going to switch out his Heatran into his Dusknoir, and as you can see, had he done that, we would have had a really good play. Differently, things would have happened later on, as you will see. So I go for the U-turn. I'm like, crap. If I had close combated this, Heatran would have been dead. So I go for the U-turn, and he's going to go for the Lava Plume. So I go into the Slowking. Now I can easily take a Lava Plume from this thing. And he does, in fact, go for the Lava Plume, and it does nothing, because this is a specially defensive Assault Vested Slowking, and that does nothing. That does nothing. Slowking eats that up for days. He don't care. He just don't care. And he's going to switch out once again into, what do you think? What do you guys think? Comment down below what you think he's going to switch out into. I have no idea, because I don't think. He switches out into his Amoonguss, and once again, this Slowking Amoonguss battle is happening. And so I'm like, you know what? I go for the Earthquake just in case he stayed in again. He gets some damage off onto the Amoonguss. Not very much, but he gets some Black Sludge and the burn, so we're back down to this. And I'm like, you know what? I think he's going to predict me to switch out. I think he's going to predict me to switch out, and I think he's going to go for Sludge Bomb. So what does he do? He goes for Sludge Bomb, and I'm like, yes, I made a good prediction. So I barely hang on to there, get the Side Shock off, and the Amoonguss is going to get the heck out of here. And the Slowking wins the Regenerator battle, so that's good. So we take out his Amoonguss. This is a really long and hard-fought battle between us right here, as you guys can see. So we're trading off punches 1-to-1, and he goes out into his Azumarill, and he knows for a fact that he does not need to go for an Aqua Jet. He can go for a Waterfall because he outspeeds me. And I'm like, alright, I'm going to sacrifice Slowking here because there's really nothing that I wanted to switch into a Choice Banded Waterfall. Nothing. So I go out into, what do I go into? I go out into my Roserade because I know I can take whatever the heck I want, or whatever the heck this Azumarill is going to. And now is where I kind of don't. I do stupid again. I just sacrifice off Roserade. I just get some damage off. I go for a Giga Drain, I believe, in case he decided to stay, so I can get some health back. So I go for the Giga Drain. In hindsight, I should have just gone for the Leaf Storm. It would have done a little bit more damage to this Heatran, which may have mattered later on. I don't know, because, yeah, Leaf Storm is almost double the amount of damage that Giga Drain would do. So, we get off another Giga Drain, which does a little bit of damage. We'll get some little tiny bit of health left, but that doesn't matter, because he's just going to kill us off with a Lava Plume. So, crap. So we are now, unfortunately, down to our last two Pokemon. We have Gallade and Staraptor left. He's got Heatran, his Mega Gallade, Azumarill, and Dusknoir. So there's a possibility here that I may or may not win. So I'm like, alright. He's probably going to switch out, based on what Pokemon I have left out, he's probably going to switch out into his Dusknoir. So with that in mind, I go for the Zen Headbutt, predicting that. And I figured, you know, a Choice Banded Zen Headbutt is going to do a good chunk of damage to this thing. As you guys will see, it is in fact a 2-hit KO, which means that it's going to be able to kill this thing. But this thing has red card. And that right there, gentlemen and ladies, is a huge, huge thing, because it forces my Gallade out, which could have killed his Dusknoir, no problem. And then he goes out I go for the Brave Bird because that's the only thing I can. I can't go for close combat on choice. There's nothing I can do here. So at this point, I'm like, crap. Okay, so he goes out into his Heatran. And so now I'm like, well, gotta go for the Brave Bird. He's at half health. See how much this does. See how much this does. And how much is it going to do? It does just barely, not enough to kill. This is where, had I gone for Leaf Storm, I think that it might have killed. I think that it might have killed. Had I gone for the Leaf Storm there. But in any case, so he has the Heatran, Azumarill, and his Mega Gallade left. So there's really, I don't really think I could have won it at that point, because even if that did kill, he would have went into his Azumarill, could have Aqua Jetted. I just go for the close combat just to kill. It doesn't really matter. The only way that I guess I could have won here is I could have gone for a Zen Headbutt. I don't know if that would have killed because that's resisted. If it didn't, I would have to go for a flinch. And then again, and then I'd have to go for a Zen Headbutt on his Azumarill, and I'd have to just keep getting flinches. And I don't even think I could win because of his Mega Gallade has Inner Focus, so I can't even get a flinch on that. He just goes for the close or the Aqua Jet to finish me off. So that's unfortunately. And we unfortunately do not pick up the victory against Anthony. But that was a very, very close match. A close 2-0 in Anthony's favor. He gets the victory. That was a fun match. It was a match that had to get done. We were able to get it done. And I definitely had a good time. So please go ahead and check out Anthony's battle down below so you can see his side of the battle. And go and check out the Turtle Nation's content as well, because they make good content just like everyone else in the league. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you guys later.